want to say from the deep down in my heart, thank you everyone, because my last video hit 500 views. It feels so good to grow. I can appreciate you guys even more. You want to see more of it? Get it to 1K views and I promise I have another one out. As we're recording this video, it's 500. I don't know, I might come back some hours later. It might be 700, 800. It might even already hit 1K. So you never know, man. Just keep liking and viewing the video. I am so blessed. It just feels nice. It feels great. But with nothing to do, let's get right into it. Peace out. Alright, y'all. Here we go. Let's back into it. So this is what we all know, for a lack of purposes, the roster is kind of underwhelming, right? We all get that. We all understand that. So, to me, the next character coming out, Magic, it makes sense to me. But here's the thing. I do want to speculate. I want to say, I just want to talk about the characters I think we should have coming up. Like, if you ask me, I feel like we should just have a slew of these kind of characters come up. So here's my thing, right? So when the game first got announced, they popped up. They had Spider-Man. Who else did they say they had? We remember it was, they first announced, actually they didn't even first announce. I think they first announced like Iron Man, which you all came to expect. Announced Captain America. We all kind of expected that. And I'm pretty sure Black Widow was right after that. And then they had ended up dropping Captain Marvel, Star-Lord. People were kind of like, Captain Marvel, Star-Lord, huh? And then, you know, the last two that they had ended up dropping was the two that had the most hype. We knew one was going to be in, but we didn't know the other was Storm and Spider-Man, right? They dropped Doctor Strange. I think people were surprised about Doctor Strange as well, because we probably didn't expect to see him that early. But the most two hype people that really got it was Spider-Man and Storm, right? Spider-Man is a given. Like, he's the most popular Marvel character there is, and there's no debate about it. But we all know who is second to it, right? You can go on any pool. We know who the second most popular Marvel character is. It's Wolverine, a mutant, right? We all know that. We all get it. We all understand it. 3, 4, and 5, you can toss it up to being who? Deadpool, Iron Man, and maybe Thor. But you see, like, already in like the top 5, you already have 2 mutants that's up there, right? And even the whole landscape itself, I'm pretty sure, like, okay, let's be honest here. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is very popular to straight casuals, right? But most people that play these Marvel games on phone, they're not really casuals. They have some understanding of the comic books. And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, anybody would rather take the mutants, Brotherhood of X, like, they'd definitely take them over an Avenger team any day. So when we first got the roster and it only came with 1 mutant, and it makes sense why, you know, the new character being added is going to be a mutant, is because you look at it and it feels so inspired by MCU. And then you have Spider-Man, since he's the most popular character, so that was a given, right? But here's the thing. Star-Lord is, like, outside of Chris Pratt, Star-Lord is pretty lame. Let's be honest here. And then Captain Marvel, no one likes Captain Marvel, no matter what media you put her in. Brie Larson's Captain America's trash. Comic book Captain Marvel's trash. Like, it just didn't make sense to me, right? And I know a lot of people who looked at this roster and kind of were like, you know, that's not how they feeling it. So today, I am here to tell you guys why I feel like the next couple new characters should come in should be mutants. Like, there should be no Should be no argument about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I understand people. We have casuals that love the MCU, but let's keep it real there. Let's keep it real here, though. Would you rather see Jean Grey next, or would you rather see Falcon next? Let's be real here. And I'm black, and I tell you who I'd rather see next. Right? We all know it's gonna be Jean Grey, right? Cyclops isn't the most liked character. He's kind of a douchebag. But would you rather see Cyclops next, or would you rather see Winter Soldier next? A Captain America fan will probably say Winter Soldier, but majority will probably say, yeah, we'd rather see Cyclops, right? Like, am I missing? Like, hell, you can even do I want to say less popular, but let's say less important mutants. People will probably rather see than Falky. God damn it, besides Thor and Hulk in the MCU, like, nobody else cares who comes in and who doesn't. Like, do you care if Ant-Man is there? No. Would you want Ant-Man in there? You could probably like, it's okay, right? Outside of Hulk and Thor, everybody else is, it's alright, you feel me? Black Panther, like, if you asked me, I would have definitely went ahead, probably took out either Captain Marvel or Star-Lord, probably threw Black Panther in there if he was just going to have Storm anyway. But I understand the marketing strategy, right? Like, let's say they did come out with their most prized possessions of mutants early, right? Like, let's say they did come out with these already. Let's be honest here. If a patch update came and a new character was Star-Lord, how many of you guys are looking to get Star-Lord? Brother, Star-Lord is on the roster now and people barely want to get Star-Lord, right? Captain Marvel. If they put out a new patch update to release her, how many of you guys are going to want to do Captain Marvel? Like, let's be real here. The only reason people even use Captain Marvel right now is because she's meta. And even if she's meta, you still got to dump a lot of resources. Like, she's not free-to-pay friendly at all. Like, to get to that level, you're going to need a lot of squad rank. You're going to need a lot of money. You're going to need a lot of specialties. Like, it's not fun playing as Captain Marvel, right? The only people who play as Captain Marvel really are whales and people who probably seen a tier list and they said, oh, Captain Marvel's number 1, number 2. Those are the only people you see that play as Captain Marvel, right? When Netmarble had did their 2 live streams, right? Every time they have showed something new, they've always used these three characters as the template, because we all know these 3 characters are the most popular, right? We got Spider-Man, we got Storm, and we got Doctor Strange. We know Storm is popular association by the X-Men, a mutant. We know Spider-Man is the most popular one of them all, right? And then you have Doctor Strange, people who labeled him as the fastest PvE story clearer, right? So here's my thing. If Storm is supposed to be so bad, how can she at least be top 3 popular character in the game? Right? It's because she's a mutant, bro. We all want to see mutants. Okay, MCU is fine. It's cool. But I promise you, everybody in the game would rather see Nightcrawler than Star-Lord and Captain Marvel. Let's just keep it real. Here. Black Widow, she's cool, she's fine. But if you tell somebody you have to give up Black Widow to get Rogue or Jean Grey, I promise you 9 times out of 10 people are going to say, I'll take Jean Grey or Rogue over Black Widow. Who wouldn't? Like, who would not take them over her? Like, Natasha's cool in the MCU because of Scarlett Johansson, right? Scarlett Johansson definitely, like, brought that character to life. Star-Lord is cool in the MCU because Chris Pratt brought that character to life. But when you don't have those particular stars running those characters, they're just bland and boring. Like, I understand the face model you guys do have for them dudes look kind of Scarlett Johansson and Chris Pratt like, but the personalities aren't really, I mean, they're the same-ish, but like, it's not them, you know what I mean? Like, again, Iron Man, yeah, Iron Man. I definitely give it to him. He started the MCU. He's definitely got that popularity on him, which is surprising to me. Why he's not top three popular? I kind of thought it probably would have went when I first seen the roster. I thought it was gonna be Spider Man, Iron Man, and Storm top three. That was my guess, but I'm guessing it's probably not. But most people probably only play Doctor Strange because he's the fastest at clearing PvE. So I'm going to say without that, I'm going to guess Iron Man would definitely be in top three. That's my guess. But like I said, bro, the next updates should be mutants. That's just how I feel for the rest of the year. I don't want to see no MCU character. The only MCU character that I would take, this is the only MCU character I would take. And originally, she's supposed to be a mutant anyway. So it's kind of ironic when people are asking for her instead of Magic. But they're both mutants anyway. You're both just asking for mutants. Just one is in the MCU, one isn't. So, like I'm saying, man, you go in the global, you will see so many people, I can't wait for Gambit. I can't wait for Deadpool. Like, nobody is in there saying, oh, I can't wait for Falcon. I can't wait for Winter Soldier. Like, you'll see people say, I can't wait for Thor or Hulk. So, like I said, man, in my personal opinion, I really feel like Nat Marvel kind of dropped the ball on the roster. I understand what they were going for, right? They were trying to ride the MCU hype train, right? So they knew that Star-Lord was leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. They had 4 males. They probably want to have a 4th female. And they probably was already pushed by Marvel. Hey, go ahead and throw Captain Marvel in there. Try to promote her flagship era and things like that. Like, I get what they was going for. Because, let's be honest, if those two dropped in a month patch for a new character, people are just going to be like, oh, Star-Lord is coming. Oh, Captain Marvel's coming, right? But it's getting hype. Nobody is getting hype for them, bro. Absolutely not. Like, hell, people, like, it's crazy to me. I feel like the only reason people are getting hyped for Magic is because she's a mutant. That's my personal opinion. Like, people don't even know, some people don't even know who Magic is, but as soon as you tell her they're a mutant, they're like, oh, okay, cool. I want to see what she's like. Like, right? Like, you hear mutants, it's already top there. Let me tell you who not to add, though. I bet not see him. That's all I'm saying. I bet not see him. Nobody wants him. Nobody cares about him. If we just gonna keep how it is, maybe people care about Medusa, Black Bolt, and Crystal. I like Inferno, but I know Inferno's not coming into this game, and I'm absolutely fine with that. But if it's not Medusa, if it ain't Black Bolt, and if it ain't Crystal, don't even touch them. Don't bring them, don't sniff them, don't do nothing. Keep them out. And at some point, you guys would definitely have to get these people in here. You're just gonna have to do it. If you ask me, probably do it like how Marvel Contest of Champions did it. Maybe like release one character from there, and then probably wait maybe a couple updates later to roll them in. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to have them back to back, because then people will be kind of sick of them. But that's just how I feel. That's how I'm coming about it. So, you know, if you definitely understand the vibes over here, shoot me a like. I also would like to know, who would you like to come into the game? I definitely know there will be some outliners. I've already heard somebody say they want a long shot in the game. That was interesting to me. Don't get me wrong, I think Longshot might be considered a mutant. I don't think he's really a mutant, but he's hanging around the mutants a lot. So that's probably why I heard Longshot. But like I said, man, in my personal opinion, if you ask me, the next 4 or 5 characters should be mutants. And yes, even you, Miss Scarlet Witch, I'm counting you as a mutant too. Damn it, you are a mutant at heart, so even you count, and you too, Mr. Quicksilver, you count as well. All right, y'all, I'm done pumping. Peace.